Oh, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। समस्तजनतयेन निरतं करुणामयम् नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। 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 We'll start with the guided meditation. For the guided meditation, please follow it very carefully, because all these, what we are reading, Vedantic meditation, they are related to what we are learning also. They will help us to continue. We have 15 meditation sessions. And the way actually, we did it, as we know, we did it in a very structured way. This structure, what we follow, initially preparatory steps, then getting into Ekarupa Dhyanam, and where we meditate upon our Ishtadevata. And we took different examples. Then we went into Vishwarupa Dhyanam. Then we went into Vedantic meditation. So these 15 sessions so far, and we will have another maybe 5 to 7 sessions or so, or maybe another 10 sessions max. So these 25 sessions, or 20 to 25 sessions, we, Shyam and Prabhu, they are actually creating a playlist. So at the end of these 20 or 25 sessions, we will have that playlist. But I just want to give you a heads up that if we have a structured approach, and of course, depending upon your level or where your interest, you can actually practice any one of this or combination or in that order also. And then it really helps a lot into consolidating the whole meditation process and benefit it. So that's the idea. And it's all as per our whatever scripture prescribed. this playlist will be available. Of course, she's creating a playlist for the Advaita Makaranda also, uh, but that will make it available later. Uh, we have to do something about this format. Um, Either we may make it as 1 hour 15 minutes, right? In which case, we'll have some solid time for the text, because otherwise, this text needs some focused attention and some time spent. So, or we should have meditation once in every other week or something, so that we'll have a chunk of time. One of us we should do. Think about it. And says the second thing is, see, when I do meditation, things like today, immediately switching over to teaching, it becomes a challenge for me. um, we'll have to think about that also. If there is a gap between the meditation and this, which normally happens, then it becomes easier. Yes, Prabha. Yeah. Let us see. So Prabha was saying there should be much at the end.
That counts, you can 8:50, exactly, that's what I'm trying to say, you can start at 8:50.
Mhm.
If it is everybody's okay, I think what's the other things about it?
Yeah.
Then you can have solid 1 hour for the test.
Yeah. So if anybody has got objection for 8:15, please post it in the WhatsApp group or contact. Uh, but otherwise, I think the 8:15 will be a good suggestion. So it will have, like, plan on that. That way we'll have chunk of time for the text. All right, now let's go to the reflection thought. When mind is agitated, we call it as impure mind. When can we call it as pure mind and why? I must tell you, the kind of share what all of you did, reflections, what you did, is just amazing. Nowhere, I can assure you, as far as I know, nowhere you can find this kind of a comprehensive analysis of this particular topic, fundamental topic, in one place. So that way, if you really scan through all the texts and put together a text, write up, eliminating all the duplicates. There are some duplicates, but there are very nice ideas from each one of you. And that is a very good document, and that will run for pages. And that will become a kind of a model text for answering this particular topic for now. So it is really want to encourage you to go through all these things. And anyway, lack of time, so we'll see. Good enough, this the quote came a couple of days ago from Gurudev, from our CCMT. Devi Samba and Surya Samba, 15th chapter. Devi Samba, all the good qualities have to be acquired, and all the Asurya Samba, all the negative qualities have to be get rid of. But imbibe these positive values takes time. It cannot happen overnight, as Gurudev says. So it takes time. But we have to work towards it. And as we work towards that, then we can see the changes. Our mind becomes stable. We are able to manage the mind. Swami Surpanamaji has written a small booklet, Manage the Manager. Our manager is actually your mind. and we'll be able to manage that manager. So it takes time, but there comes a stage where, so initially, when we do pranayama, for example, right? Why do you do pranayama? Um, it's not for the regular pranayama where, the blood pressure is reduced. On here, when we do pranayama here, it has got the link to the mind, and mind becomes calm. They both have the connection, like they say, it's like two branches. Vayurodhana, liyate manaha. So if you pull one, the other one also will pull down, and vice versa. So that is pranayama, what we are practicing in the meditation. It has got the impact of calming down the mind. That is necessary. But that calming down is only temporary, right? And it will go back again. When we enter into the world, it will go back again. But if we keep doing it, then over a period of time, that calmness extends. Even in during our transaction also, the duration in which the calmness keeps extending as we practice. And there comes to a stage where, as we wash out the impurities, then more and more purity sets in, then more and more shanti. And then, of course, ultimately the mind becomes pure. And as we proceed in the path, slowly mind also starts turning inward. And in spite of all those challenges which actually distract us, you know, uh, like many of you quoted many examples. I mean, the quotations also, references also, just amazing, from Gurudev to Guruji to Ramana Maharshi to, all, and also from Mandukya Karika to Kathopanishad to Bhagavad Gita to Vivek Chudamani to Manashodhanam. They all excellent references. What happens when that mind comes to a stage where it is almost ready to falsify itself? It's ready for contemplation and ready for abiding in the self, or most of the time without any distraction. Then we can say that it is becoming more and more pure. Then there comes to a stage where Laya Vilasha Yagatam Punan Bhavatino Bhutam. Pranayama helps us to calm down. But that calming down is only temporary. It will help for something. But there comes to a stage when the mind is pure, then it is falsified. Well, Ramana Maharshi uses the word, it's dead. It is falsified. But whereas the mind which was calmed down by pranayama, layagata punaha bhavati, it will come back. Whereas the other one will never come back. That is to say that more it is pure, more it will start abiding in self. And that's where we are aiming to. What is the ultimate state, the Uttamam Shanti, the purest mind is Vastumatrame Manasaha Sthiti. Now, Brahma Nirvana Lakshana, that is Uttama Shanti. Or I say it in other words. So that's what we are all trying to hit. And that's, we may or may not become gnani in this life. But more we are actually going towards this, we'll see the difference in our day-to-day transaction, handling it with more and more inner peace. That itself is a great benefit. Right? More the inner peace when we deal with all these challenges what we face in the world, the better. And hence, the immediate benefit we can say, of course, accidentally we realize that that's great, which we should aim for. But it's guaranteed that that inner peace will increase, irrespective of whatever may be the external circumstances. That is the idea. Just put a question for the next topic. Then we're supposed this is the fifth week after we started. And as per our earlier plan, we're supposed to have question answer session. So if you want to have that, we can do it and we can continue with the. But I just want to touch upon just one of the points in the sloka for continuity and then open it up for questions. Maybe the last 10 minutes or so we'll have a question. Okay, the topic for next week, because we're going to have a break. We have break next weekend actually is break. So I thought I give a little more intense topic. Now, last topic was also very intense. But this topic, because 2 weeks is there, then I thought we can do this one. So mind is the only instrument we have for self-knowledge. We all know. We, of course, we can Makaranda. But mind cannot make self as all. Some of you may already know the one word answer, but we need more. Why our mind cannot make self as all? What else if it makes self as an object? What phenomenon, what process it takes place? Then, how do we get the self-knowledge? Last year, this time around, we talked about how the, some of the aspects we talked about in couple of something. So those who were there at that time, we can recall and connect the dots. It's also for everybody to be a very good exercise to think about in the next 2 years. I hope the question is clear. So we'll have the question and answer last 10 minutes. Let's just touch upon the V3 over the at least one concept I want to introduce so that we can start thinking about it. In each one of these words, by the way, it can be dealt at different times. And some of you may know that there is a Sanskrit comment by one famous author. I'll talk about it software. I won't talk in detail. As we go, let's go a little more detail. But I don't want to, push everything in the first place. But so I'm just dilating it to the extent that we'll be able to pick up the thread and then slowly start going deeper and deeper. But let's touch upon a couple of points in this 10 minutes before we go for the question. So we saw the chant is one, lesson together. Tatakshakiranamatanta namamohabdaye namaha anantam krishnaya jaganmangalamurtaye. So motivations. Then we went into this concept, which we should always keep in mind. When I'm equating to Brahman, which I we are referring to, that we should be very clear. We are not equating the direct meaning of this I. The direct meaning of this I is this individual, your name, which is a complex of body, mind, your body, mind, intellect. That individual, that is direct meaning of I. The implied meaning is that Jivatma, that self in you. That implied meaning is what actually we're trying to equate. Because the direct meaning will never be equivalent to Brahman. So let's keep it in mind. That's why this slide is very important to remember. So Lakshana Samanya was the Samanya. So what the way actually he builds up each of the sloka is, I am Brahman. The opponent asks, how do you say that? I am Brahman because I am all the Lakshana of Brahman. You tell me what Lakshana of Brahman is. And that opponent keeps saying that, okay, this opponent says, here is the Lakshana for Brahman. Sarva Karana, Sarva, Sarva, Nityam, Chaitanyam, Apurva, Ekam, Sachidananda, all these things. And different population, have different lakshanas, and one by one he says. And now author says, okay, tell me one, I am that because of this. Hence I am. What's next? That's the way actually detective built up. So the idea is that as we go through various lakshanas of Brahman, quoted from Astuti, we can find that our lakshana here, our lakshana here is actually my lakshana when I compare that I is not this body, mind, intellect again. We are actually going for the implied meaning of that I. The lakshana of that implied meaning of I is equivalent to Brahman lakshana. Hence, I am Brahman. That's the way our text follows. So that has been keep in mind. So with that, the first one we saw in detail. Hamosmi Sadahami Tajinahama Priya. Brahmaivahu Vidam Siddham Achiram. So we saw this. Aham Asmi, I exist. I am this Sada, always exist. Sabhami also, always shine. And also Dachanaham Priya. Never I am unlovable. Never I am unlovable. I'm always lovable. And hence, Brahman also has got that. Lakshanas. Brahman also is Sachidananda. So I am also Sachidananda. So I am with Brahman. So this is quite detailed. And we also saw the Panchanyaya format also. With that. Then in the next lecture, he's talking about is Sarva Karanam. Brahman is Sarva Karanam, cause of all. And Sarvagya, knower of. So how can you be that? Upanishad says Brahman is Sarva Karanam and Sarvagya. So author comes out with this logic that we can chant together. Mayyevo deyati yoni jagatandharvapattanam ato natatham brahma. So, Mahi eva, in me alone, in me, when me, the consciousness, if you assume the consciousness is all pervading as like a space, in this only the world arises. Like the Gandharva Pattanam, like in the sky, all these various palace and bazaar, and, everything, hotel, everything, the resort, everything appears. And temple also appears. And God also appears. We can see sometimes Ganesha also there. So like that, and the sky is untouched. Sky is a substrate, no? It is untouched, and everything appears. Like that, in me, in consciousness, it all appears. Hence, I am the creator. I am the Sarva Karma for this world. And of course, he gives examples. So I'll take a couple of minutes to explain, and we'll go in detail next time. Let's think about it. How can I be the cause of the world? Right? For me, no one's object is here. So that chair is there, or that clock is there. Then I have to be here. When only they are all there. I cannot say, oh, clock is there by being somewhere else. I have to be here for clock or the table to be here. The reverse is not true. The table cannot, or clock, or you cannot say that I'm here when I'm not there. I have to be here. Then you are all there. Just because you are all there, you cannot say that I am here if I'm not. So you are all there because I'm here. And here, your presence, this object presence, the clock presence, the chair presence, your all presence depends upon my presence. So you have a dependent existence. This object has got a dependent existence on my existence. Only when I accept you exist. But I am permanent. This table may be here, it may not be there, but I'm here. I can see the table being here or not being there. I'm permanent. These are all very, they depend on me, my existence. They have a dependent existence on me. Thought has got a dependent existence on the clay. Clay does not have to depend on what. So that is one concept, one factor. So if we accept that, then the next stage is, because this pot has got the dependency on the clay, we can say clay is the cause for this pot. If B is dependent on A, B is for its existence, if it depends on A, then B can be the effect and A can be the cause. Think about that. This is the concept we are building up. Sarvakar won't exist as a dependent existence on me. World has got a dependent existence on me. I am having the permanent existence. I am Swata Siddham. Then apply the second concept. The world is having a dependent existence on my existence, and I am being the permanent existence, which I got from the sloka number, previous sloka. Now at me. Then I should be the cause for the world. Me is the cause for the world. What appears on me, the world appears on me. Then how can you know the Sarvagnya? How can you declare? That's the second test. I cannot really, there's another way to explain this. How can I be knowing all knowing then? See, knowing here means illuminating, revealing. I reveal the state. I reveal the state. I reveal. So when I say I'm all pervading consciousness, is somebody in China and somebody here in the US. So that somebody in China, I know how to speak Chinese. I implement that body, mind, intellect in China, to which he or she speaks Chinese. I implement he or she here in the US. Body, mind, intellect, or now, peace, English, whatever. So that is actually is meant as Sarvagnya. We'll dwell on this in a little more detail, but I just want to give you this idea of how it builds up. This is one way of analyzing the sloka. That sloka itself can analyze many ways. And there's another way also which we'll see. Think about this. Sarvakaranam, Sarvagnyam. I am the cause that I actually you have to qualify, implied meaning. I am the cause of all, and I am the knower of all. There is nothing powerful. Then it moves on to the next sloka. That's the flow. But we'll spend some more time on the second sloka next week and go into the detail. This, I thought I'll just give you initial idea so that you'll start thinking in that direction. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see auspiciousness. May none suffer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Have a great break.